Hey, what is happening? Everybody, let me get everyone on. Let us get the whole gang on. Hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Saturday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Zamy with SideGigSean.com, and I help folks create a side income using social media. I feel like I am not talking energetically tonight. I am. I gotta admit, I'm a little beat today. Last night, I slept well. Not last night. This morning, I slept at 5 in the morning and just couldn't sleep. And I don't know. I just had a few things on my mind. So slept about 5 in the morning, and then I woke up. Well, we had a training at 8, so I woke up about 10 minutes to 8, and it was like a 4 hour and some change of a training. Amazing. What is good? Everybody who's joining me live, drop in where you're coming in from. Like, I'm curious to see where is everybody from. I have a bunch of new people that are following me now, and would be great to know where you're coming in from. Michelle, what's happening? What are you doing up? Why are you why are you awake? That is my question. hmm So I was saying that I feel like I have no stamina. Like I have, yeah, you are night owl for sure. Um, I feel like I have no energy, like no stamina today. I slept, like I was saying, I slept at like 5 in the morning, just couldn't sleep, and had a training at 8. So I woke up like 10 minutes to 8, and it was like a 4 and some change hours of training, and it was amazing. It was just amazing. But since then, I've been going just nonstop, just running errands and just doing stuff. I didn't do any business today, which usually that's not like me. But on a Saturday, because on Saturdays I do have some time aside for my business. But yeah, I didn't do anything at all. I'm just like I feel so sleepy. I feel like once I'm, hopefully I won't fall asleep during this live. By the way, for those of you who are new to my lives, let me share just a couple of things. So I started doing lives back in January 1st, 2019, as a challenge for myself because I stutter, right? As a challenge, I said, all right, you know what? I'm going to stutter. I'm going to stutter. I'm going to do this. Told you, the brain ain't working tonight. I'm going to do these lives for 1 year to challenge myself. Thank you for all the love. And so it was just a crazy year that year. Actually ended up moving from Michigan down to California, drove 4 hours. It's just so much stuff in that year. But I still did one whole year of lives. When it was at the end of the year, I said, "Well, I'm done," and everybody's like, "These are great, just keep going. These are amazing." So I kept going, and here we are, 5.5 years later. I am going live still, and I think I may be close to 2,000 lives in a row. I have never missed one night. So, and I've had some crazy situations where at one point for 4 months I didn't even have a place of my own when I came back from Michigan. So I did my lives from parking lots, but I still did them. So one of my things is hashtag show up with intention. That's one of my main things. You got to show up every day, no matter what. Let's go. So that's a little background on the lives. So I've probably close to. I should count tomorrow. I'll do a little count. But there have been days that now there've been days that I've done like 2 lives, 3 lives because I do some trainings here and there. So um, you know, you know, you know. So this is the whole reason why in this 5.5 years of lives, I think I have I want to say I have fallen asleep 4 times. Like not fall asleep the whole life, but I literally have dozed off. So that's probably not a good thing to admit. You lived out of your car. I've been around. I've had some things in my life. I didn't even have a car. Yeah, I've had yeah, I've had a few things happen to me. That's why I always have this rhinoceros head. I've done a live on this before, but I've had this head on my desk. 22 years now. Holy cow, this guy is 22 years old. All right, let's get on with tonight's live before I forget what I was even going to talk about. Right. So tonight, what was I going to talk about? The 3 things that people want from you, and some of the things that I'll share with you is really common sense. And one of the things I say is everybody should go to commonsense.com and get your own username password. Anyway, so one of the things that that we talk about in our profession is that you want to build that relationship, right? You want to have that authenticity, that transparency, and people can tell a mile away if it's fake or real. You know what I mean? Like, don't fake it. Don't fake it. People can tell. Usually people can tell. So one of the things that we talk about is that you really want to build that relationship because when I was in the mortgage industry, I was in the mortgage industry for 19 years, and I used to train people. And one of the things I used to say, even back then, is you want to ask for the hand before you ask for the wallet, right? You want to ask for the hand before you ask for the wallet. You don't want to come out with your commission breath, as my mentor says, right? You don't want to just right. So you want to have that authenticity, that transparency. You want to build a relationship. You really want to find out the problem that they have and then see if you have a solution to match it, right? But when it comes to building that relationship, sometimes I don't know about you, but I can't be alone in this one. I know I'm not alone in this one. I know you've run into people that are difficult to deal with, like real hard to deal with, right? But when it comes down to it, most people really just want 3 things out of you, right? Now, reasonable, not reasonable, you decide. But there's 3 things that most people want. The first, especially in our space, I see this so often now that I'm more involved. I see it. It's not about the money and the commission sometimes. Okay. People just want to belong to something. What if you don't know how to? What if you don't have a hand? What is the purpose of this life? TikTok people are interesting. That's what Jim Rohn would used to say. Are interesting. First thing people want is that they want to belong to something, right? They want to have that sense. I go to conventions and I see people that sometimes come to these conventions over and over again. And it's not because they want to, they're excited about the new products or they're excited about the new system or the commission structure, right? They're just excited to see people. They're excited to be around people. They're excited to be in an environment where they feel they belong. It's like the first thing people want, right? Now, in some cases, you may not be that person that gives them that feeling. Straight up, you gotta be okay with that, right? The number two, the second thing people want is that they just want to feel loved, and that's across the board with pretty much everything, right? People just kind of want to feel special. They want to feel loved, right? They want to. That's the reason why when they go to conventions and concerts or sport events, it's just such a great feeling. Why? Because you feel loved. You feel like you belong. You feel like you're in your crowd. Everybody is cheering for the same thing. Everybody's there for the same reason. You feel the love. And the third thing, maybe the most important, I don't know. I don't know. You decide. The third thing that people want is that they want to know that they're important. You got to make them feel that they're important. I'll give you one example. You could be talking to a prospect or talking to somebody in person, let's just say, and then you could have your phone and say, yeah, the system works like that, and then, yeah, you get a customer, yeah, yeah, mm-hmm, yeah, sure. How important do you feel? Not very important, right? But if I put my focus on you and really focus on the conversation and what we're that's the relationship part, right? And make you feel like you're important. Then if you put all those three together, you could say that, hey, listen, I'm working on this relationship now. It could be a professional relationship, it could be a romantic relationship. Even if it's a romantic one, how can you be with somebody when they don't make you feel like you belong to their tribe, to their journey, to their lifestyle? Like you feel like I don't belong here. I don't belong with this person. Have you ever felt that? Or how can you be with somebody where you don't feel loved? You're not going to stick around for long, are you? What if you're not important? Your opinions don't matter. Nothing really is important about you. Not the healthiest kind of relationship, right? So if it's not the healthiest kind of romantic relationship, I bet the farm that it's probably not the best way to have a professional relationship either, right? So the next time you're out there speaking to people, prospecting people, hey, listen, they may not buy your products, they may not join your opportunity. That's this is one of the things that this is a whole other life, but I'll touch on it. Um, a lot of people like they want to build that relationship to prospect, like to pitch, right? Like, yeah, how's your dog? How's your cat? How's your wife? How's your, how's your hair? How's little Jimmy, I mean, with a baseball thing, whatever, right? And then you're like, by the way, I sell collagen. And then they're like, what? And then they're like, I don't want to buy collagen, right? And then after that, it's ghost town. Like you don't talk to them, you don't text them, like nothing. That's not real genuine. That's not the whole genuine, transparent part, right? Listen, they may not buy, they may not join, they may whatever, right? But if you're building that relationship, the whole thing actually starts when they say no. Think about that. That's the real test. I've had people join my team and buy my products 2 years after I've initiated the first conversation. Why would I let go? Unless they're rude and like cuss me out, which I've had a few, and I block them. But other than that, you can sit there and watch me for 2 years and then decide that, hey, I should have bought this thing 2 years ago. Okay. Right. So the real test of this whole building this relationship comes after the rejection. Okay. It comes after that rejection. So if you completely drop the ball and completely drop the towel and you say, you know what? Okay, well, see ya. And then you block them and then you just like, that's it. Um, you're not a good representative on building a relationship. I don't think anybody's going to call you and say, hey, listen, we want you on this stage training on how to build a relationship with like strangers. I don't think you're going to get that phone call. I don't know. I just don't think you are. Right. So make people like, here's the thing. I have people on my team that don't ever talk to a single soul about the business or the product. Ask me if I care. I don't care. It's your thing. It's not a mortgage company where I'm on your tail saying, hey, did you make 200 phone calls today? It's not my thing, right? I make you feel like you belong, whether you contribute, you don't contribute, you stick around. Again, if you're rude, some of you have been on my team, that doesn't fly with me very well, right? But you want to make people feel it. It's like this. And I'll give you this. I didn't want to talk this long, but I'll give you this. I'll give you a very clean example and we'll bounce. Okay. When you go to the gym members, right? Whether you become a bodybuilder or a fitness model or somebody who just goes for the juice bar, the gym owner doesn't care. The gym owner doesn't come to you and say, hey, listen, buddy, I saw you. You didn't do anything today. You better get back in. Do you ever know? So like, in fact, when you're walking out, they're like, hey man, you look good. You been working out? Why? They make you feel like you belong there. You're loved. You're important. So those are the three things that you want to keep in mind when you're speaking to people. It doesn't matter where. Just keep those three things in mind. With that, hopefully you guys got some love. Wait a minute. Is ignoring me part of your strategy to sell college? Is it working? Is it working? Is it working? Shave the beard and get a handlebar mustache. I've had that, bro. I've had the handlebar mustache. I've had it. No. Oh man, I gotta ignore more. Yeah, no, I've had the handlebar mustache. I've had the whole like I actually trimmed today, but I have had beard down to like real long with the. I feel like I missed that actually. I kind of maybe we'll go back. I don't know. Why digress? Anyway, I'll hit you up tomorrow for sure. with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. I appreciate you guys. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. If you're new to with my lives, I would love to know where you're tuning in from. At least tell me that. Like, tell me you're in the U.S., what state, or where are you in the world? Because I got peeps from all over, so it'd be cool. And if you're not following me, why aren't you following me? Like, I'm the coolest guy on the planet. Anyway, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, and I help folks create a side income using social media. Signing off, South Texas. Until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.